How you doing? Homestead Ed here. Well, it's August 18th. I haven't had a chance to be up here at the homestead in the past 2 weeks, and things really went crazy. It's really time to get to harvesting a bunch of these vegetables in this little vegetable patch here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start out, and I also have a lot of weeding and grass cutting to do, but I'm going to start out by harvesting a little bit of corn, and then I'll go through. I got some ripe tomatoes and different things. Just start thinning this out, get it all cleaned up. I'll show you a picture later of what the garden looks like after I did some harvesting. But I just wanted to show you this corn. Okay, lots of times it's a little difficult to know exactly when you should harvest your corn. I pulled a few off earlier today, and they were really very good. Now here's one right there that's looking just about ready. You see, what you want is these tassels to die off. This could actually go a little bit longer, but I'd say it's just about ready. You want it to come down to about 60 degrees here. Start dropping down. There's a few more in the back here that look nice and full, but they haven't dropped down yet. Here's a good one that's ready to be picked. And you also feel around a little bit, see if it feels like you got full kernels. But so I'm going to come out here in a little bit. I'm going to pull off a bunch. I've got a few other things that need to be harvested. That red cabbage there, definitely used to take some of that. You see, I've got a few eggplants on over there, and over here a couple big ones that should be pulled out. Tomatoes and some peppers over there. So it's gonna be a fun little day. The onions definitely have to come out. They're all knocked over. Potatoes we're gonna let go for a couple more weeks, but I'm gonna get this cleaned up, and then I'll show you what I took today, and maybe what the garden looks like after I have some of this thinned out and got some lettuce and other things planted in its place. Hey, so I want to talk to you a little bit about the harvest I got today. Not nearly what I thought I was going to get, but I pulled up a few things. Well, let's start with the corn. I only picked 6 ears of corn out of there. Now what you want with your corn, you want the tassels up top to die, and you want your corn to be like hanging about 60 degrees, you know, maybe a little less than that, but you don't want it being standing straight upright. When it starts drooping down, that's when you have an idea that it's right. Then you kind of want to squeeze it a little bit and see. Now I have no doubt I could harvest that whole little 4 foot by 8 foot plot of corn I have out there and be okay. But it doesn't look like it's really ready, you know. So in other words, I could leave it on there for another week or two, I think, without a problem. What you want to watch out for is when you let it get too, you know, when it's totally done, then you might have a problem with ants, and I don't want no ants. So I'm going to keep an eye on it. I'm up here for another week. I'll probably harvest a good portion more. But for today, I just harvested 6 ears. Going to have a couple friends over. We'll eat them up. But I want to show you, this is nice, pretty full in the pollination of this. Nice juicy kernels, and that's what you want. Lost a little bit up top here, not worried about it, but we'll see. So that's what I got with that. And other than that, I was just playing around a little bit. I pulled up some of that horseradish root. This is fantastic. I bought this in the supermarket, a little piece like this. This came off the same root here. A little piece like this, I cut it in two, I planted them out there. I got 2 plants last year. From those, I used them. I planted another 2 this year. So right here, this is probably enough for me for the year. Still have another plant out there. I'll dry this out, cut this in half, plant it next year. Horseradish, fresh horseradish, nothing better in the world. I got some eggplant here, a couple of red peppers. Not much. I don't really do too much up here. because I'm not here all the time. I just basically want to show that I can do it, what I can do with the soil. But obviously if I was living here, I'd be planting a lot more. And I still have a lot more out there. It's middle of August. I still got a couple months going here. We got some of these little yellow pear tomatoes. These are fantastic in a salad. You can't really store them, but in a fresh salad, nice. And a little different, add some color to things. Some celery, onions. Now you'll notice my onions are very small. These were all, the tops had all died off, were all laying down, so it was time to pull them out. I grew these from seed. It's very tough growing onions from seed. So even though these are small, I'm actually happy with this size onion. I've got a bunch of them that are a lot smaller than this that I will either maybe try to get a late harvest this year or dry them out, save them for, as sets for next year. And then next year I should get much bigger onions. And that's about it. I got the tiniest little red cabbage you ever saw in your life, which is actually good. It was in the center. I have 2 big red cabbages, and in the center the tomatoes had grown all over it. So I said, let me pull that one. And it's very tiny. If I was bringing this home for my family, I'd be a little upset. But this is good. I got a couple buddies coming up this weekend, and I'm going to make up some braised red cabbage. I got some goulash already that I cooked up and froze. Make them up some braised red cabbage out of this. Well, I had a nice day. Like I say, a little disappointed with the harvest, but it is what it is. Gardening is what it is. You take it as it comes. And when you're not around a bunch, it makes it tough, you know? So, all in all, seeing that I haven't been here for a few weeks, I'm happy with it. Hopefully I'll take you out there and show you. After I'm going to harvest a little bit more and get the soil set up again, you know, clean up out there. And maybe plant, I have some romaine lettuce I was going to plant in some spots, so we'll see what happens. Anyhow, thanks for watching.